Operation Winter Soldier, Japan turn 6. One minor correction. I said last turn I had 101 IPCs. However, I forgot to count Novosibirsk. So that's actually plus one. I have 102 IPCs. And this is what 102 IPCs looks like to the Japanese. That's 2 carriers, 2 destroyers, 1 cruiser, 2 transports, 3 tanks, 2 infantry, 1 artillery, all for 106. So for combats, I'm going to, has communicated to my opponent, we're moving our Japanese fleet off India for a major assault off Sea Zone 54, and including, it's on the battle board, and we have 2 transports and 4 infantry as well. And then the other thing I'm going to be doing is from Novosibirsk, Brinsk will be moving into 1 infantry into Samara to take that factory, and 1 infantry to the Urals to take that territory there, because we heard rumors that the Stalin is in that tactical bomber and he might be doing a getaway, so we're just trying to capture as much land as we can to avoid any issues. And as well, we're going to be moving 1 infantry into Kazakh, so again for the glory of the Empire. So that's those combat moves. And then over here, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sending 2 tacticals against this destroyer off the Kuril Islands. We're going to be sending 1 tactical here from Jahal, 1, 2, 3, to attack that cruiser. We're going to be sending 3 subs to attack that American cruiser off Siberia. We're going to be sending 1 submarine to attack the destroyer off Kuril just for insurance purposes. And then the rest, all the fighters in Japan, are going to be attacking Amur. So we have 2 fighters, 1 bomber, which is a transport, and 2 infantry. So we're sending all the fighters in there from Japan. So that's 5 fighters and 3 tacticals. And the fighters here on the carrier are going to have another mission planned. So the tactical here will have we're going to be building a carrier in Sea of Japan, so that tactical that's attacking that cruiser will have a place to land. Okay, so I believe that's all the combats we had. Everything else is non-combat, so we're going to be doing that. So we're going to be doing the big naval action now. I think that would be the most prudent one to do. So let's do that here. So we have it set up. So we have all the British forces here, and then we have the Japanese. Now, the British get anti-aircraft fire, unfortunately, so they have 3 for the battleship and 1 for each cruiser. That's a total of 5. So we're going to roll that first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 hit. So we're going to take 1 fighter off. So that's it for the AA fire. And now we're going to do the combat. So for the Japanese, we have 2 battleships. We have 2 tacticals. We have 3 fighters. We have 1 cruiser. We have 2 subs and 2 destroyers. And that's what we have. So that should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 4, 8, 10, 12. There we go. Oops, that's not the right die. There we go. Now we've got the right dice. Okay, so we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 7 hits for the Japanese. 2, 4, 6 hits. 2, 4, 6, 7 hits. That's right, I got 7 hits there. Okay, now we're going to roll for the British. So they have a battleship and a cruiser, and because they're paired, they both get it at a 4. They have 1 regular cruiser. They have a destroyer and an aircraft carrier. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we fire for them. And they get a total of 2 hits. Okay, so now we do the losses. So 7 for the British. I'm assuming you're going to take the carrier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, your whole force is destroyed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're gone. And I take 2 losses. So I'm going to take I'm going to take both hits on my battleships. So those will be my my 2 losses. Okay, so that's it for the naval battle. So moving on, what we'll do next is we'll do the one against the destroyer. So it's 2 tactical. Give me 1 second here, I have to clean up. Okay, so we have two tactical and a submarine against a destroyer. So we get a first strike. So we're going to see if we can shoot it down with our first strike. And we do hit it, so no return fire. And then we're going to try first strike on the cruiser with our 3 submarines. And we have a tactical. So with our 3 submarines trying to get a strike, first strike on the cruiser. And we miss. So now the cruiser gets to fire back, and our tactical, well, we'll do our tactical first. Our tactical does hit, and the cruiser does hit as well. So the cruiser is gone, but we lose 1 submarine. Okay, now we're going to do the combat anamore. So we've got 2 infantry. There's an air transport. 2 fighters, which defend on a 4. I've got 3 tacticals. I've got 5 fighters, so the 3 tacticals are paired with the fighters. Okay, and there's no AA fire. So we get 3 tacticals and 5 fighters. Tacticals, 5 fighters. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that destroys everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 hits. Wow. 7 hits. And coming back at me are 2 fighters and 2 infantry. And they score 2 hits. So I'm going to take them off the fighters. So I've lost 2 fighters. But everything is destroyed anymore. Okay, so now we're going to do our non-combat. So I'm going to land these 4 infantry in Iraq. Oh, sorry, West India. I'm going to be attacking here, moving in. So give me a second here. All these units move into West India. I meant to say that. Well, I did in the chat. So we moved into West India with those units. We land the transport here to Iraq. And then these bombers also land for infantry in Iraq. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2 transports. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be moving these 2 transports into Caroline Islands, along with a tank, an infantry, and an artillery. We're going to be moving this transport from Celebes into off Hong Kong. We're going to be moving this transport off Java, and we're going to be bringing it, and we're going to be bringing in 2 infantry as well, and land those in Hong Kong. Let me give me a second. I'll change that out. Can I do it? No, just 1 second. So that's 2 infantry left in Malaya, and then 2 infantry landing in Hong Kong. That's those 2 transports there. This transport from Malaya is flying to Caroline Islands with these 2 infantry. And then we're going to move this carrier from Japan 1, 2, 3 into the Caroline Islands with the 2 fighters. A cruiser and a destroyer. So that's there. We're going to send a submarine from Sea of Japan into Hawaii. So we have one submarine there. Just to make it obvious, I'll put this color here. Okay. What else? We're moving these 4 infantry in Sikiang into the pass. We're going to send this mech and this artillery down to Tibet. We're going to move this fighter from Johol 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in North Indochina to give our these little transports some protection. There should be 2 infantry there. I don't know what happened there. I'll fix that up in a minute. And I think I've moved everything. Yes, I got 4 there, and I landed 4 additional in off there. So I might knock things around a little bit. Sorry about that. Oh, I know what's going on here. This 3 is not under the bomber, it's under the infantry. And then I've got the 2 bombers. Now those bombers can actually go, they start in East Burma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can actually land here. Their transports are helpless anyway. And I'm going to be landing some fighters in Iraq. Or the 2 tacticals have to land in Iraq. There we go. There's 2 tacticals. And I'll leave the 4 fighters with my fleet. I'm going to move up this mech into Hopei. We can actually rail 1, 2, 3. They'll go here, and they'll go there. The ones from Jahal are going to back up. They're going to be in Shanxi. And now I have to land my fighters. They're all going back to Japan. My tacticals. Now I'm going to put on my reinforcements. So 2 carriers. Oh yes, I have to land a tactical on a carrier. So he's on that carrier. I'm putting in a cruiser. Transports, and then off we have a factory off Hong Kong, so we're putting a destroyer there. We're actually going to have 2 destroyers there, and then our 3 tanks are going into India, of course. And then 2 infantry, 1 infantry and artillery are going into Kwangtung, Hong Kong, and 1 infantry is going to go in Hopei. Okay, so that's it. Now we'll do disposition of forces. So off 50. Let's do Iraq. So I've got 2, 4, 8 infantry, 2 tacticals, and 2 transports. And then off the C zone, we've cleared the C zone, but we have 2 damaged battleships. We have 4 fighters. Oh no, we lost 1 fighter. So we have 3 fighters, 1 cruiser, 2 destroyers, and should be a submarine. I don't know what happened to it. I must have knocked it. It's probably on the board. Malaya 1 artillery, Sumatra 1 infantry, Calcutta 3 artillery, West India we've got 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12 infantry, 1 artillery. Burma, we're going to be moving in these artillery into Calcutta. Malaya, we have 1 artillery. Java, we have 1 infantry. Celebes, we have 1 infantry. Off Hong Kong, we have 2 transports, 2 destroyers. We have a fighter in North Indochina. We have 3 infantry and 1 artillery in Hong Kong, 1 infantry in Hopei, 1 mech in Shanxi, 1 mech and 1 artillery in Kansu, 4 infantry in the pass, 1 in Samara with that factory, 1 in Kazakh, and 1 in the Urals. And then in Shanxi, we have 4 infantry, 1 AA, 1 artillery. In P6, we have 2 subs. In P12, we have 1 sub. In the Inland Sea, we have 2 carriers, 2 destroyers, 1 cruiser, 2 transports, and 1 tactical on the carrier. On Japan itself, we have 5, 6, 7 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 AA, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tacticals, and 3 fighters. Off Hawaii, we have 1 submarine. In Carolines, we have 1 carrier, 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer, 2 transports, 2 fighters on the carrier, and on the land itself, we have 1 tank, 3 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 AA, and 1 transport. And I think I've covered everything. I'm going to do my IPC count after. Thank you.